Then you've got the main event of the evening, Aleksander Rakic against Jan Blachowicz. And yeah, this is a great fight. It's a really interesting main event, actually. And you know what? I'm a huge fan of Jan Blachowicz, but I think he might be up against it here, honestly. It just seems like you've got Aleksander Rakic, who's 6'4", 78-inch reach. Jan Blachowicz actually has the same reach, only being at 6'2", but he's got those very kind of wide shoulders. He's got like, you know, he's able to... He has got very good long punches, actually, because... you see what he really like messed Dominic Reyes up with was like the long straight punches right down the pipe, and if he can kind of land some of those, I do feel like he can cause some problems for Rakic on the feet. However, that being said, Rakic, he covers a lot of distance with his kicks. The problem for Blachowicz in this fight is going to be the kicks of Aleksander Rakic, because his low kicks are phenomenally good. You know, those low kicks he hit against Anthony Smith were phenomenal. Like, he literally, I mean, I think it just took one, and Anthony Smith was like, "Oh dear, that's not good." And we all know how good Anthony Smith is. So to be able to kind of to do that to Anthony Smith was pretty impressive. And also, you look at the kick that he landed, I think it was on Jimmy Manawa. He knocked him out with a head kick. And it's just the amount of ground he covered to land that head kick. I think he caught it right on the end and still got the knockout. But it's almost like Rakic's range is pretty scary. It's like you think you're out of range, you ain't. You know, he'll wing those kicks out and he'll crack you, he'll catch you. Now, I think that the main way that we could see Jan Blachowicz equal this one out is with the grappling. He's very, very good grappling. We saw that against Israel Adesanya. Jan Blachowicz is... it's going to be interesting to see how he kind of bounces back from... Like, because he lost against Glover Teixeira, which is like, you know, which is not a huge deal, but see, it's kind of, with Jan Blachowicz, when it comes to the method, it's kind of like pick your poison, because out of 28 wins, he's got 8 knockouts, 9 submissions, 11 decisions. And obviously, in his resurgence, he tended to get many more knockouts, actually. He used to get quite, he got a head and arm on Nikita Krylov. That was pretty impressive. And rear naked on Devin Clark. Yeah, so look, I do think that the easiest path to victory for Jan Blachowicz is to try and take this down to the ground, try and get in close, like kind of close the distance with like the long punches, because what he can do with those long punches is he can kind of follow up, going like close the distance, get in, you know, like get in with the head, get in with the clinch, and try and find the takedown. But that's going to be difficult against Aleksander Rakic. He's a big dude. He's one of those big solid dudes who will kick you if you get too close. And yeah, so my head here definitely says Rakic. However, I don't know, I think Jan, he's a veteran. He's a very crafty veteran. The crafty veteran. And I don't know why, I've just got a feeling, I've got a feeling he can find the win here. And actually, he's coming in as the underdog. And you know that I love an underdog. So for me, Jan Blachowicz, he's 2.5 against it. The KO is 4-1. I would say the submission would be the better bet. That's the submission is what I'm personally going to go for. That's +10. But I have put him on my accumulator just to win, because you're getting better than even money on that one. It's a risky one, that, because Rakic is really good. Rakic is really, really bloody good. And then, so you put all that together on the accumulator. And what does that come in as? 43.11. And those are all just to win, right? So you've got Nascimento, Amanda Hebas, Ryan Spann, Jan Blachowicz, all to win. That comes in better than 40-1. If it comes in, which it probably won't, because that last one on there, Jan Blachowicz to win, is a risky one. But Blachowicz, he always has a way of surprising people. And he kind of likes coming in as an underdog. So... It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting event. It's going to be a really interesting main event, actually. There are some real gems on this card. So I thoroughly recommend watching it and putting down your own MMA accumulators, your MMA scratch cards. It's like a scratch card, except it's more fun because you get to watch people punch each other in the face. So let me know in the comments, who are you betting on UFC Vegas 54? Because, you know, there's a lot of fights that really could go either way. I personally like to go with the underdogs because the odds are better, but there's probably a reason that they are underdogs. That being said, I'll be going back through these bets and seeing which ones came off, which ones didn't, going through the news, having a recap of the event on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And until then, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.